So hey everyone, today I'm exciting to show you healthguide, an AI powered digital helpline platform that's revolutionizing fever management. So let me first introduce our team members. That is Devansh Avasthi, who will be managing all the backend engineering, Kunal Kumar Gupta, AI/ML engineer, Palak Soni, data and research lead, and Tikendra Sahu, UI/UX and front end engineer. So first, we look through the problem that there is no easy, accessible AI-powered platform that can provide accurate, personalized, and real-time fever guidance to patients. This leads to delayed treatment, misinformation, and increased healthcare burden. So for that, we have built our prototype health guide that solves this, combining cutting-edge AI technology um, with a user-friendly interface to deliver instant and reliable with and personalized health support. So this is a web page, but due to time constraints, we couldn't fully focus on professional front-end web page development. However, through our collective effort and determination, our team has successfully built a smart AI integrated prototype, and I will be now demonstrating the project in front of you. First, let's uh, it takes symptom inputs from users through the intuitive interface. This uses advanced AI and machine learning to analyze the triage probable fever causes. Based on the analysis, it provides context-aware guidance like rest recommendation, hydration tips, and also to visit a doctor. And optionally, it can connect the users directly to clinicians, pharmacies, or emergency services too. The platform is built with a modern tech stack that is fast API with backend with Python, React frontend, and integrates with the Open API or Gemini for AI capabilities. It's completely open source and designed to be accessible to everyone. Okay, so let's now start with the main dashboard. So as you can see, our health guide page contains a clean modern interface. At the top, we have the header with language selection, supporting English, Hindi, and we are planning for future to give it a multilingual options. And also there is a theme toggle for dark mode and accessibility options to increase the text or font size. Below that, we have the quick action, three big buttons: fever, emergency, and doctor. Um, that these three gives instant access to the most common use cases. Next, we have the symptom selector. This is where we can select the symptoms from categorized list. That is the general symptoms, neurological symptoms, respiratory systems, and more. There is also a search function to quickly find specific symptoms. Here we have a chatbot. And then we have the temperature selector. This is very really cool, as user can input the temperature in two ways. If they have a thermometer, they can enter the numeric value, but if they don't have the thermometer, which is common in many regions, they can describe how they feel using these emoji based options like burning up, hot to touch, and this makes the platform accessible to everyone regardless of their access to medical equipment. Now let me just demonstrate the symptom selector process. uh, Here I select high body temperature, fatigue, headache, loss of appetite, sleep disturbances, and maybe I will select shortness of breath, runny and stuffy nose. Now after this, I will click add to triage, and this sends the structure symptom data to our AI backend, and this system processes everything, and it checks for any red flags like emergency symptoms that require immediate attention. In this case, no red flags are detected as I have selected these options. Here here we have the answer. Like it says, hello, I can see you're experiencing quite a few symptoms and I want to help you feel better. And it says your probable causes are viral infection, and it also goes for COVID-19. And it says home care recommendations like rest, hydration, medications. It also gives a medication for paracetamol to reduce your fever and relieve headaches. It also tells for comfort to use a humidifier, and of course nutrition to eat light and easy digestible food. And also it gives the um, precautions to and warnings to when to see a doctor. So it tells about when you are considering getting tested for COVID-19, which is not the case for now, or monitor your symptoms closely, and if anything changes, don't hesitate to reach out medical advice. Then for the assessment, the user is experiencing high body temperature, fatigue, headache, loss of appetite. All these are things. So typical duration, it says 7 to 14 days. Alert, isolate immediately, monitor oxygen levels, and seek attention if breathing difficulties occur. Okay. So it's a coincidence that these symptoms are matching to COVID-19. But let's now check the temperature. Let's give it our temperature, 102 degree Fahrenheit. Yeah. It also gives the probable cause based on the symptoms. That is, we can have viral fever, sorry. um, and it also says when to see a doctor if you have fever persists beyond 3 to 4 days, symptoms worsens, and also it gives the symptoms of typhoid fever and flu. So all the precautions and symptoms it has talked about, also the home care recommendations. Plus we have our uh, GPS mode that gives you the access to the location and tells the clinics or the hospitals which are present near you. Like if I click on the find doctor, for currently there are no providers as we have just made a prototype, but it searches for the nearest health services, clinics or pharmacies which are present. Like now it says urgent ambulance. If I click on the um, emergency button, so it actually sends me a pop-up that ambulance may be needed, emergency numbers are these, please call immediately if the symptoms are severe. Okay. And it also tries to call the a particular pharmacy or the emergency contacts. So if the ambulance are needed, then it can automatically call or send a message to the particular provider, and it can also search the hospitals near us, like it is searching. Okay. So currently there are no providers for now, that is why it is not showing. But if they are nearby hospitals, then it will automatically send a message or a pop-up to that particular provider, and also will give a location map to reach to that point. Okay, currently there are no providers now, that is why it is not showing. Okay. So the input which I have put it that I have a temperature of 102 degree Fahrenheit. This actually takes the chatbot actually has taken this input, and it will suggest whatever the um, particular precautions are. See here. See over here we can also add, users can also set reminders for the medications with flexible scheduling, once daily, twice, or every 6 hours and more. This system automatically calculates reminders and time and can send browser notifications. Okay. So here's the medication type, we can put dosage, frequency, duration, notes. Next we have the voice integrated, we have our voice integrated app. We can speak anything and it will actually record our voice and the text would be written. Yes, here's the system can actually detect potential outbreaks by analyzing patterns in the data. If it sees a sudden increase in case in specific location, it alerts the public health officials, and all this data is completely anomalized and no personal information is stored. So it makes it safe for public health monitoring while protecting user privacy. That's it. Okay, let me now talk about our unique features. Firstly, our unique features was dual mode temperature input. This is just a game changer. Most health apps require a thermometer reading, but our health guide even works without it. So this makes our accessible to understand the populations. Secondly, it combines structured symptom data with conversational AI. Instead of just asking questions, it provides immediate assessments based on the symptom selected, and this is much faster and more accurate. Third, I'll talk about the smart ambulance assessment. The AI analyzes the situation and determines if an ambulance is actually needed. This prevents unnecessary emergency calls while ensuring real emergencies get immediate attention. Fourthly, I want to talk about the public health analytics dashboard. That this really provides real-time insights for public health officials, helping them monitor uh, uh, fever trends and detect outbreaks early. Fifth, I want to talk about the multi-language support, and we are also working to bring upon all the languages or across our nation. Last, uh, Lastly, I want to talk about our accessibility first design. The platform is designed to be usable by everyone, regardless of the abilities to the access to the technology. Okay, now let's talk about our architecture, the system architecture overview. Now, it's the user layer has the web app, which I currently showed you, and then there is a mobile web app which will work, and we are currently planning to build our future aspects in mobile app. And the user layer interacts with the system, the front end, and then via REST API, their calls are sent to the front end layer, and the front end layer has the React components like the chatbot, temperature selector, nearby providers, and the user then interacts and feeds the data and all the symptoms to the chatbot, and then the calls are given to the API gateway layer, which now then divides the work to the agents, and these agents are in different service layers like the LLM service, red flag detection, and geo service location. All these then work, then sent to the different data layer that containing the data of that particular uh, patient, and then there are external APIs handling the maps, geolocations, and of course the LLM APIs which we have integrated, that is GPT-4 and Gemini for testing purposes. Okay, so in the coming months, we are planning to add voice input and output for hand-free interaction. Also, image analysis to analyze photo of rashes or symptoms. Wearable device integration to track vital signs. Telemedicine integration to connect directly with doctors, and also mobile apps for iOS and Android. Nextly, we are also expanding disease coverage to up to 20 diseases, at adding more languages and integrating with healthcare systems for seamless care coordination. We are actively seeking research partnerships with the medical institutions to improve the AI models and contribute to medical researches. Okay, so for conclusion, I want to say that Health Guide represents a significant advancement in digital health assistant. It combines cutting edge AI technology with user friendly interfaces to provide instant, reliable, and personalized fever management support. Okay, this platform is actually very comprehensive, covering the entire feature fever management journey, and it's very intelligent, using the AI for accurate assessments. It's accessible to everyone, it's safe, and it's open source and extendable. I also have pushed in our GitHub repository, and will share the code. So please check our GitHub repository. The link will be provided. You can clone it and set it up locally and start using it right away. So so um, that's all for the project demonstration. Thank you all.